your girl K Renee, and I'm back again once again with another video. So as y'all can see by the title and that thumbnail, what we're gonna be talking about today, y'all, we finna keep it real transparent around here, y'all. It's only right. So yeah, before we get into this video, I need y'all to do what? Like, subscribe, comment down below if you're new, and if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. So y'all, today's topic is, why is it important to put God in your life and to have God in your life, and also the things that they don't tell you, when having God in your life and choosing God to be in your life. So first things first, I'll just say this. I can only speak for me, what it means for me, but I can also tell you at least some of the benefits of choosing that path. Honestly, to me, it's important because it's a lot of people feel when they pass away, right? They don't really go anywhere. But I remember one time when I was in about 6th grade, I went to church. I used to go to church and I used to go to Sunday school. And I remember my Sunday school teacher telling me how your spirit is eternal, right? It doesn't die. Your body is just a vessel, and that your spirit is everlasting, it lives on and on. So that had me thinking, y'all, that had me thinking wow, even though, I'm still human, I still make mistakes, I still fall short of God's glory. But at the end of the day, of course, everybody, for the most part anyway, should be working on themselves. I know I'm working on myself, But to say the least, is just saying that it stuck with me though. And so all I could think about is the fact that either you gonna go left or right, and y'all know those two places, heaven or hell, right? Either you gonna go one of them two places once your body go into the ground. So that was one of my top reasons why it's important, because it's you're gonna be there forever. So it's it doesn't matter how many years it's been. It could have been centuries, whatever. You're there for infinity. You know what I'm saying? And so that was one of the things. But just knowing that you got somebody in your corner all the time, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you just did, yeah, people say only God can judge you, and that's true. But from experience, it's more advice. It's more being an advisor, being someone that will counsel you and just try to see the best in you. And yeah, people gonna love you on earth, but there's no greater love than the love of God. No one could ever love you like he do. Point blank, period. Regardless if, I said in the last video, with a video before the last one, despite what it looked like, even if it almost feels as if he forgotten about you, because, the enemy wants us to believe that, when things keep going left, especially if it's something that we didn't want from ourselves, it could be the worst of the worst. But it's when it's all said and done, y'all might not believe it, but I am a very firm believer that everything happens for a reason. We don't know. And then a lot of times, it's not in our control. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't ask for half of the stuff that happened to us. You know what I'm saying? Losing a loved one, losing your job, things of that nature. But it's like, at the end of the day, we gotta allow everything to play out like it's supposed to. And Grant, you said, you're gonna go through the motions because that's normal, but at the end of the day, it's like it's out of your control. Y'all, it's this song that I want y'all to listen to, right? It's by Jonathan McReynolds. That's one of my favorite gospel singers or whatever. And he was just pretty much having a song, and it was saying something on the lines of like, it was something on the lines of like, he was saying like, do what you can and let God handle the rest. Man, pretty much saying like, a lot of stuff do be out of our control, but just do what you can. And then even if it's a situation like if you lost somebody very dear to you or whatever, instead of like blaming God, just ask God for strength. Ask God for, guidance, And it do be unfortunate because the last thing we want to do is lose somebody close to us, or the last thing we want to do is let something so important to us like go away. But, when that happens, my best advice, I don't know what it truly means to like lose somebody close, like a mother, father, sister, brother, stuff like that. But honestly, like, you gotta keep the faith. Like, that's this story in the Bible, right? It's one of my favorite stories. It's about Job. And Job, he had kids. He was well off. He was wealthy, y'all. Had a wife and everything. And he lost all of it. Like not trying to be funny, like his kids, like all of it. And he didn't blame like God, but he definitely blamed himself. But I just look at it like, he still tried to keep the faith and believe that it had to have been something he did. But in all reality, it was just to test his faith. Like, really to see, regardless of what happens, is he still going to remain faithful and loyal. And, in that case, it's like you really just got to remain strong. No matter how hard it is. When I go through my stuff, when I go through things and I feel like it's too much for me, I try to just say, you know what? You can carry this. You can handle this. You can handle these problems. I'm going to give my problems to you, but at the end of the day, I am still going to ask God for strength. To give me courage, get me through whatever it is that I'm going through at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But to know you have somebody in your corner no matter what, even when you're going through those times, like, that is a beautiful thing, because people will bail on you. Family and friends can bail on you, but God won't bail on you. You know what I'm saying? Or like, just to know that you have a provider, you have somebody in your life that can do all things, literally a miracle worker. Somebody who doesn't break their promises, a promise keeper. Somebody who gonna understand you more than anybody could ever understand you. Somebody who wants best for you. Even if it causes you to have to make decisions you don't want to have to make. You know what I'm saying? I believe that that's one of the best feelings in the world, and to know that you got somebody willing to do that for you. Like, that's a beautiful thing. Especially when you're on this here earth and you're going through things or whatever, and you feel like you ain't got nobody. But you do have somebody. You have God. And He ain't never gonna leave your side, Just knowing that, though. Like, you get somebody, like, imagine knowing somebody, imagine having somebody in your life, right? Without no problem, you can call them without a shadow of a doubt. Like, they gonna come through, right? But, like, imagine somebody who gonna always come through. You know, even that person that may come through have their days when they may just can't come through this time. But God gonna always show up. Even if it's not when you want him to show up. But he will, though. He gonna show up exactly when he need to. And then there's another thing, like, I'm not here to say, well, if you don't follow God, this and this is gonna happen to you. No. And to be honest with you, God not even the type to want us to be afraid of him to the point where, like, we afraid to do right bound. We afraid to turn to him. A lot of people don't even want to turn to them because they feel like they done did so much dirt, or they in a situation where they just don't feel like he'll accept them still. But nah, like, God not forcey, you know. He just the type, you know, want you to come around when you feel like it, when you ready. But don't just come around when you want something. Kind of like anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying from experience, y'all. Like, not when you just want them. Come towards him because you really do need him, you know, in your life. You really want him around. Like, not for what can be beneficial to you. But again, that's just what I believe, and I'm just encouraging somebody, anybody that's watching, to see, like, it's not bad, but it can allow your trials, your warfare to be a little bit more difficult. And this is the part when I say the things that they don't tell you, or people won't tell you. Like, your trials and tribulation, that stuff gets worse, right? Your warfare gets so much worse because, see, the enemy of trying to find any angle, any way to, like, break you down or to stop you from doing what it is that you're doing. And that's the thing, y'all. Like, and he will use literally the people closest to you, or to use, like, the most craziest. It could be your boss, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, like, anybody. And then, like, you'll find yourself feeling like, man, I don't feel like I fit in with these people no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you'll find yourself, you was friends with these people X amount of years, and then they didn't feel like they turned on you. But if anything, no. Because one thing I've learned, y'all, and y'all can comment down below if y'all can tell me y'all experienced this too. When you start getting closer to God, it's like the things you didn't see before, you see it then. Like, this person been a snake, but you don't know that, though. You didn't see that then because you was too busy thinking about how long you've been friends with them, thinking about how much they meant to you. But then it's like, but you're not realizing, like, you absolutely means nothing to them, though. Like, you was just blind at that point. When they say I was blind, now I can see, I really believe that they saying I didn't get that before. I didn't see it then, but I see it crystal clear now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing people true colors once you start taking that walk, y'all. It get harder. You get tested more. People will test your gangster way more. Like, and it's all that's just testing you to see how you gonna respond. You know what I'm saying? And it could be the most messed up. Man, you'll be like, man, this is crazy. Like, it's like it depending on like where your path is leading to, it get harder and harder. It gets harder and harder. And you have to remain strong. Like, and that's true, you lose people, and not in like they passed away, but you will literally lose so many people. It's not even funny. Like, it'll hurt too, especially depending on how you felt about that person. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they don't tell you. You'll think you getting on this path to a man, I'm on the road to everlasting life, you know. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing for God to knead me and mold me and cover me and just lead me on the right path and just show me what I need to do and where I need to go. It ain't just that simple. You're going to be tested and tested and tested and tested to sometimes you might not even care no more. Like, you know what? I tried to be nice. I tried to give you, you know, it could be the littlest things. You can get cut off on the expressway. If somebody could be rude in a grocery line, just any little thing, it's gonna be somebody, some type of situation that's gonna test you to see like how you gonna respond, you know? And that's what they don't tell you. And you'll think like, man, but I was doing something right. No, you are. And the enemy knows that too. That's exactly why he's bringing all these circumstances, all these problems around to try to get you to fold. But you know, in the beginning, it don't be that easy. But the more and more you just like, you know what, no. You make that decision in your heart and in your mind, like, no, I really want to be a better person. You're not going to do that stuff no more. You're not even going to be phased no more. You're going to be like, okay, at this point, what's next? What's new? That didn't work, boo. So what's new? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have people talking about you, putting dirt on your name, stabbing you in the back. The betrayal is a fool. Like, it be so crazy. It be so messed up. And then sometimes, and this is another thing, y'all, sometimes people allow what they went through to harden their heart. No, the purpose was for you to learn from this, to gain something from it, not for you to harden your heart, to become cold-hearted. Now you want to be mean and you want to be bitter. Nah, that's not what that was meant for you to do. It was meant to show you something, and now how you move about it going forward and what really matters. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they're not going to tell you that though. It's kind of like you kind of got to take that first step, and then you're going to see for yourself like how it really is. But you know, I'm here to tell y'all it ain't easy at all. But as long as you got God in your life, you praying, and people make it seem like prayer don't work, but no, prayer works. You pray and you take you a deep breath and you just go about your day. You know, some people be like, well, how can you do that when it's so much? It could be a person that's got so much on their mind, they feel like they never can catch a break. Man, take a deep breath, right? And you think about the good things that you got going on in your life. Even if you feel like, well, what if it's not? I'm going to give you three reasons to be still in a good mood. 1, you still alive. 2, you got a new opportunity to make something different, something better than you did yesterday, better choices. And 3, at the end of the day, you wasn't not giving up on. You wasn't giving up on. You have an opportunity to change how things were. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that is enough right there. And honestly, don't let that go over your heads. Like, I got woken up today to make a better decision. See, yesterday is gone already. But today, I'm up again. Somebody didn't wake up, but I did. That's a blessing. And then now that I'm up, I can do what it is that I've been wanting to do, or stuff that I put off, I can do it. Like, because tomorrow's not promised. No. You gotta live your life. You gotta get up and have fun and enjoy yourself and understand that there is a God, and what happens, how you carry yourself, how you treat other people, heavy on how you treat other people, how you perceive things, how your heart is. If you're a mean person, you evil, all that type of stuff will determine where you go next. Hey, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. But again, like I told y'all before, I'm not no pastor. I'm not here to tell nobody what to do. I'm just here to encourage people and let people know, like, God is really real. And you will reap so many good things from having God in your life. But you also gonna go through some stuff, because it's not easy. And then it's kind of like, it always be the stuff that makes you mad the most. Things that can actually tick you off, those be the things that'll trigger you the most. Stuff that you weren't expecting. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, man, that's crazy. It's like the enemy knows exactly what to do to tick you off. And you'll be like, man, those difficult friendships, those relationships, the situation with your family, jobs, whatever, it'll be like, man, I ain't want to lose this person, or I ain't want to have to stop talking to this person, but trust me, they just want to align with what God had planned for you. That's all. And you might not see that right now, but once you get to where you're going, at least when you somewhere already on the right path, you gonna see like, man, okay, I get it. I honestly get why this person was removed out of my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to talk y'all heads off too much. You know, this is the type of stuff I could talk to anybody all day, every day, because me personally, I love the Lord. And I'm not ashamed and not afraid to say it. But, you know, I just wish people knew, like, people who run to alcohol and liquor and sex and money, like, I just wish they knew how good it is and how good it can get. Like, once you got that favor over your life, he make your ladder so greater. Like, he will literally lighten the load, like, for you. Things that came off difficult would not be hard no more. Like, the pain you was feeling, you will eventually feel that peace. Like, it is a feeling that I can't describe. You're not going to let nobody even interrupt your peace because you never worked so hard for it. Like, it's just the best feeling in the world. And hopefully, if you haven't gotten a chance to start that introduction and talk to God, I hope this is your sign to start. And trust me when I say he's waiting for you anyway. He's just patiently waiting for you to come around, because that's all he wants anyway. He wants you to come to him. So yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm on a road to 1K subscribers, you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to have a lot of fun over here. We're not just going to always do this, but this is a beautiful thing. But we're going to have talks. We're going to have real life, like, discussions, and also more hauls, vlogs, all that good stuff. So just stay tuned. I love y'all. God loves y'all. Until next time. Bye.